this is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Compagno, and joining me today, Ainsley Earhardt, Kennedy, Cassie Smedile, and Kevin Walling. I don't even know what to call that juxtaposition, but yeah, so essentially the Attorney General is in the same room as the President today while his vacation home has been adamant that the President has been cooperating. In fact, that's the President, the sitting President, that is.
It's just unfair how Republicans are had access to this information. It bothers me when people try and rationalize had access to this information. It bothers me when people try and rationalize. They bear to admit, and yes, to your point, it is an unequal application.
Started Forever 15 project. That was just a few months ago. And Kennedy, you're raising, and they could be at a sorority party in college or hanging out with the football team or what.
A body that didn't come from a store, a legitimate, a legitimate physiologist would give you. It has been bastardized. It's easy to get
out in California because so many people are dying of this. And Emily, this morning we talked to a dad who had lost his son. Very similar story. He's been very involved in talking to lawmakers in California because now they want Narcan to be in schools, amusement parks. Disneyland is talking about it. They're trying to pass this bill. Amusement.
Celsius to Democratic donors here on the home front. What are your thoughts?
That was my exact same thing that I pointed out. But that's your president who did that. But that's the double standard that we all feel. It's like you offset your carbon footprint so I don't have to make it, or you offset my carbon footprint so I don't have to make a change to my life. That's what it feels like it's constantly being told to us.
Right. It's a double standard, Kevin. And it's also interesting given that I think a greater threat to our naval bases would be the
immediate threat. A nuclear war is immediate. Someone makes a decision. Putin makes a decision. Our president makes a decision. It changes lives. It changes the world's 12,700 nuclear warheads. There are enough great immediate threat. I think he's just speaking to his audience there. These are electric car. You know, we all want to, but we can't afford it. You know, most people can't afford them. Yeah. Change your stove, change your appliances. Okay, that's going to cost me another several $1,000s. If it's American made.
Only American made.
Only American made.
Spend all this money
under their watch.
Well, it's a nuclear power plant. It's been decades, right?
Government regulation would get.
He's been saying for years that I'm not a capitalist, except for $1 million that I have made while being a public servant. But while he apparently doesn't hate making more money, out of extreme poverty, it is the only mechanism that is able to do that. And Bernie Sanders has enjoyed the fruits of his labor because he is a capitalist. Is this
agree? 100%. I'm a Joe Biden Democrat. I'm a capitalist. He is a capitalist. I could spend the next 30 minutes of the show had an actual capitalist. He will profit from these speeches. He has made money in the U.S. Senate from his books and have an overclassification problem in this country. We've got 4 million Americans that have access lying around willy-nilly.
Respectfully, that was one of the talking points that Tim Kaine said, that we have an overclassification.
You know, 80% of that shouldn't have been classified in the first place. You're absolutely right.
Last but not least, Kennedy, your thoughts?
It's easy to love people when you're that handsome and talented,
right?
And it drives me crazy.
Already posted.
They are getting that together.
Do you subscribe to this?
I do, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, what's behind that photo
Kevin.
post? Certainly. I mean, 7 Super Bowl wins.
Not happening right now.
Between you two.
He's so cute. He and Giselle, I mean, the perfect couple.
And the 3 kids, too.
I know.
Sweet kids.
And he and Giselle loved his child with Bridget Moynihan. They're in all these pictures together on her Instagram.
We want that to be the fairy tale ending.
Yes.
You heard it here on the couch.
Yeah, definitely a lot in the future, right? We will bring you all of this developing news, this really important breaking. Yeah, exactly. But we're so grateful for you every day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to DVR the show when you can't watch live. And now here's America Reports.